Big Devil.
Yeah, we had one.
All right, let us convene the police committee meeting for this June 25th, 2025. As per usual, this is something that we live stream on Facebook, YouTube, and platform. Any remote participation as well, following the instructions on the agenda listed. And with that, I'd like to ask Trustee Bishop to lead us in the pledge, please.
To the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thanks for joining us tonight. Next on the agenda is approval of the minutes from the April 2025 meeting. Has everyone had a chance to review the minutes? And if so, can we give a motion? All in favor? Aye. Alright, so number 4, I added to the agenda some questions similar than it reads on the agenda. I just wanted to take this opportunity because we did just have chair appointments at the last meeting. So for this meeting, I kind of looked at it to set up the agenda for the rest of the year. So take a look through the IMA work plan, which is designating what this committee is doing. And to just kind of go through quickly, if anybody has any commentary or wants to pin something for a future visit on the agenda or special agenda, great. Otherwise, just in terms of membership, I know that I extended an invitation to the school district superintendents twice last year, and this year I'd like to also extend it to whoever the board selects as the new superintendent. All right, so item 1 from the IMA, understanding the rules and regulations of the department and providing input on content enforcement of rules and regulations. Providing input as to the conduct of disciplinary ratings, as they relate to the option. C, making recommendations about personnel matters, engaging transfer discharge, subject to political provisions of law, relation to needs. Anybody have any comments or desires of certain items and just make some of them. Item 3D is not applicable at this time. There's not a place. 3E, review the budget of the department submitted by the chief. We look at a tentative budget later in this late summer, early fall. So that will be on the agenda later. Making recommendations as to the purchase of contracts in the name of the town capital department for capital equipment supplies and available appropriations. Again, I think that would be something that if you want to make such recommendations to the town board department. That's about vague, general as it can get. So basically, anything that this committee decides to offer as a recommendation, this is the part of the agreement that stipulates that we will provide it to the town. And then finally, formulating rules of procedure, otherwise we're not a business as we shall be necessary. So that's it. I just wanted to sort of touch on base with the agreement. Any questions or comments or anything you want to dive into? Neither. That's I didn't have anything specific to dive into today. But let's see. Oh, okay. So I wanted to have this meeting first and mark it up, and she sent an update to the committee. So I had to correct the dates for things. Yeah, for today, it's exactly. So following this meeting, I'll send it out with a minute for everything. Any notes later this week. Yes. Yes, it is. Anything else about anybody? Are you using last year's document? No. No, I have sent another one out. This is an unblemished new one, basically. It's the same format with the IMA items on it, but no.
Where did I get that?
Yeah,
I'm saying, you sent an email or? No. Oh, okay. All right. Wasn't part of the.
no, it's been on a previous meeting agenda, so it's not this one.
Yeah, if you have a spare one.
Okay. So that takes us to our work session.
Thank you. It's good to see everybody. So we'll start off with Becky Kamar retires this week. We're gonna celebrate that with a small ceremony on Monday. She's just been an outstanding public servant. Because our organization looks for so much more. She's last been assigned as the school resource officer at ESM, and go Spartans. So I have to throw that in there. Well, I'm sorry to lose such a fantastic full-time member of our organization. I'm very excited that even though she's retiring, at that same ceremony, we're going to swear her back in as a special patrol officer, where she'll be working part-time for us at the district level in support of our school resource program. So there's a position at the high school that became vacant, so this just kind of worked out well. So we're taking our full-timer that was there, and they love her, and we're able to put her in a position that she would like, while she still has, the ability to have her summers off and vacations off. And I know that it's been a priority of hers to get back this close with her family. So sorry to lose her in one capacity. Very excited that she's going to be back with us. Just such a great and capable person and great public servant. So I'm very happy. Friday, we're happy to announce the promotions of two officers, James Badger and Nate Spinell. It's great to be in a position where you've got such phenomenal people that decisions are difficult. And I find myself in that position many times. So we went through a comprehensive selection process, and Officer Badger and Officer Spinelli are to be promoted on Friday again to the rank of police sergeant at 3 p.m. So if you'd like to come, we'd love to have you. And we'll be in the training room. The Chief Francis R. Marlowe Memorial Training. And we'll be celebrating their promotion, and our town supervisor will be there to swear them in their new positions.
Did you say what time?
3 o'clock.
Officer ours was?
That's at 2 o'clock. Thank you. Yes, I did. Thank you. Our frontline supervision is of utmost importance with a conflict-based organization or role within our society, ensuring that we have good, solid frontline supervision to support the elements that we have out on the field is imperative. It's imperative for not only our mission and our residents to meet and exceed their expectations, but also imperative for us when it comes to our risk platform and where we want to be as an organization. So we're really excited to be bringing in 2 new people. We'll be providing additional training in order to start them off right. They'll be going to the FBI PETA school, which is the law enforcement executive development school for supervision. It's 1 week in Rochester, but it's very intensive, and then eventually they'll be going to the 3-week supervision school required by the Department of Criminal Justice Services. That will be when that is offered at a time in which it's convenient for us. We're able to do that within their first year that they attain rank. We have our newest officer, Brandon Heyman, is on track to successfully complete the field training program. Actually, as of today, he's on his last day of evaluation, and he's done well. He is going to be sworn in at the town board meeting on July 9th at 6:30. So what we're going to do is when we have our new police officers that complete their training, and we bring them in and they get sworn in by our town clerk at the meeting, and they have an opportunity with their family to see that occur, and then a few pictures at the beginning of the meeting, and then we get on with town board business. And just I appreciate everybody involved with those things, and I appreciate also the town board allowing us to do that. I know it's a big moment for our people, because it's not only they've gone through the academy phase and passed that, they've the selection phase, been hired, the academy phase, passed it, and field training, passed it, and that's really when their journey starts. But yet, kind of take a step back and we can welcome them. Our recruit officer, Mercedes Moore, is attending Oswego Police Academy. She's doing a great job. We get great feedback from the academy. We're very happy with how she's doing up there. We can't wait to get her back to the agency to start her field training. We made a conditional job offer to a transfer candidate, and we are currently awaiting some last details of the selection process. Mere formality, but yet necessary under the selection process in order for us to move forward, but that should be occurring any day now. We're interviewing for the position of special patrol officer. So we have a vacancy in FM, and we are currently interviewing for that position. We're also going to continue to interview for future staffing needs as they rise. And it's a comprehensive, like all of our selection process is very comprehensive. And procedurally, and they're all part of our written directives, our procedures. But one of the things in which that we include with our selection process for special patrol officer or school resource officer is the component whereas the school interviews the candidates. So we provide them a candidate that meets all of our requirements and needs. And once we find them, then we make an arrangement to then turn them over to the school, and then they conduct their own interview process and determine if that's someone that could meet their needs. So it's a very collaborative process, so it's just a little bit more involved, but we enjoy that process. That process has worked out very well for the school and for us, for both schools and for us. So we'll be moving on that, and do have actual applicants that we're dealing with right now. We currently have a college criminal justice intern. We haven't had an intern. What I was told, we haven't had an intern program. When I had the opportunity, I said yes. Town resident, goes to Catawba College, soccer player, great young lady, and it's Natalie Peterson, and she's been with us for about a month now, and she's with us until August 1st. And she's assisting us with so many different things and getting involved with our CSU unit. She rides along on Friday. In fact, I just met with her, and we just spent a little bit of time talking about, are we meeting your expectations? So tell us what else we can do to help you. So when you're thinking about a career in law enforcement, what else would you like to see? And we had a really great conversation. And the only thing she asked more, she wants to ride along more. She finds it fascinating, the types of calls for service and people that we come in contact with. So we had a great conversation, and she's enjoying the process, and we're enjoying having her hosting it. So all the additional trainings that we've been doing, just so that you know, we have our CSO that has been doing great, our part-time community service officer. We have her at a car seat installation training. There is a great demand for this within our community. In fact, we just did a car seat installation program, and we do them regularly. We'll see those cars will be over at the PD in our back garage, having car seats professionally installed by our personnel. There's great demand, so that we bring them and we host them at different fire departments around the town. And we get a lot of folks that are very excited. And when we do this too, when folks come in and they say, hey, will you install this seat? We inspect the seat. The seat doesn't meet the necessity of the codes. We have that seat destroyed and we give them a new one. So no one leaves without a proper seat. No one leaves without the support of understanding the process and installing it. You know, there's a process that we teach them, but at the same time, we'll install them as many times as you need, because to us, really, it's truly about ensuring that safety. But there's an education component. We have grandparents coming in. I have my my grandkids coming in from another state, and here, what do I do? So we have a lending program where we lend the seats out. We have new parents coming in, parents the kids are moving from one size seat to another. So it's something in which that has a great connection to our community. So we're going to be utilizing her even more to do that, kind of take off some of that responsibility from some of our officers, so we can focus them on the things that require their authority.
So I know our fire department does this thing.
I'm not sure what, I know that some people are certified within some of the fire departments, but I don't know whether all of them do it or what the frequency is. Just know that we advertise it and bring it on the road to the fire departments, and then utilize people as we can to assist. We just have a great demand for it. So. We also have a couple members attending field training officer training, and that is the senior officers that are new people when they come out of the academy pride with. And so they're going through those trainings. These are required by Department of Criminal Justice Services. So field training is a part of the certification process. You don't pass field training, you don't get certified as a police officer. So all the components of training, to include FTO, have to be certified through the state. So we have a couple of officers that we selected went through a process. Again, if we select someone for something, it's through a comprehensive process, whether it's somebody coming externally or internally. We also just finished our firearms training and qualifications this month. And we recently hosted a DCJS, that's Department of Criminal Justice Services certification police bicycle school. So if you saw like a big team of like 35, 40 people riding through the area. Yeah. So that was the police bike school that we were involved in. We did it this year. We did it the year before. Or I'm sorry, 2023 and 2025. And we do it, especially when we have people that we rely on. We use it. We use it in our special events. We use it regularly. So when we have a need to make sure that we get our people through the school, we can do that. We'll raise it. We get some participation and some assistance from other organizations that also co-host and send instructors, which is something we use. So we kind of split that up. We are in well, it's almost halfway through the year. I have been in discussion about our 2025 budget, where we are. We are right where we should be. Very happy with that. Even with, we've had a number of unplanned, significant investigations. They're deep investigations, and those are involved. So whenever you have a very involved investigation that can impact your budget, or any kind of unplanned, unusual occurrence can affect your budget. But we're doing very well right now. We are in the start of the 26 preparations. Also, thank you that William just happens to be also my liaison. So thank you for your support and assisting us as we're moving forward with that. And we'll be having those conversations. And I think that when you talk about the police committee and where does the police committee fit when it comes to this, this is perfect, because as my liaison, you're knee deep in it. We'll be able to take that information, those questions, those things, and be able to bring them to our committee as you see fit. A lot of the larger expenditures that you mentioned, one of those lines, the responsibilities, we don't normally outside of our budget year, we'll have something in which that's significant that we have to buy. Normally, we're pretty good at planning most of these things out unless we have something that occurs significant. Most everything will be in the budget that you'll be able to see. Our open house in May was a great success. Thanks for those that came. We collected donations from the FM for the FM food pantry. We had a great number of community groups. We have been working very hard every year to expand the invitation to local, village, and town community groups, county community groups that have a positive effect on our residents' lives inside our community. And we've asked them to come and be a part of that and to display their information and be a part of the discussion. So it was a very good time. In fact, I brought the Eagle Bulletin with me. If anyone wants to see, they had a nice write-up on the front page of you know, that. I think it went very well.
I would second that. It was really great. I was really impressed. It's something that we felt that being able to talk to the officer about the kind of experience they want. And he was comprehensive. I would think that for us to have it.
Well, I'm glad that you went. It means a lot. It means a lot to my people. You know, when the smallest little things, like when you show interest, they're thrilled, and they want to be able to show what we do and how we do it. So thank you for Memorial Day, also great success. We have all three villages, two having their parades at the same time, one on an off time, and that rotates. It's an all hands on deck day, and then there are celebrations before and after. So it's a great day. It's a day in which that we always say that we demonstrate our thanks for those that have given so much, so that we can have the privilege to have a community as nice. So it went very, very well. We also participated in the New York State Law Enforcement Torch Run, and that is specific for Special Olympics. Law enforcement has a long-standing partnership with Special Olympics, and so you'll see us doing different things with Special Olympics in order to raise awareness, or raise funds and help them raise funds for our Olympians, our athletes, which many of them live in our villages and town. Very impressive with some of the sports that they participate in, but how good they are. It's actually phenomenal, and just great members of our community, and we really enjoy spending time with them and being able to help them as they continue to participate. Our 4th of July special operations plans are in the make right now. I don't have to tell you that we live in a world of conflict, and as such, we pay very particular attention to the intelligence flow of information as we approach our nation's celebrations. With that being said, it's all hands on deck day. We work with our partners and other law enforcement organizations to ensure that we can have a safe. The village of Manlius having the bulk of that celebration in the village, consisting of a parade and also fireworks at night. And there are well over 10,000 people at that celebration. And so we work very hard to make sure that it's a safe and happy place. We've been very fortunate. We're paying extra attention this year and having extra folks to ensure that continues. We use special operations orders. We use, like I said, intelligence briefings, and we build these things out so that we have a very scripted and focused manner in which that we operate in special events. Folks know what's assigned to them, where they're going, what they're doing, what to do, when, who to call, who's working, who's in charge, who's supervising, who's in command.
It's incredibly detailed.
Very detailed and very specific. So in then we also blend in our unusual occurrences, written directives, and others. Our cadet post will be sponsoring a Police Cadet Academy Day on August 2nd. That is going to take place in the Village of Manlius at the Village Center. We thank them for their assistance. We're also promoting some cadet members this Sunday at 3:30. So I'll be there to say a few words with them. We're excited for our cadet program. I love the cadet program. I think it is probably the best recruitment tool that we have. Our two promotees both came from the cadet program when it was the Explorer post, and they're both getting promoted to sergeants. So I love being able to see local kids that have come up through school, lived here and worked here and committed to serving their community, and found that out at a young age. It's just great to be able to have them as part of it. And they're just two great examples of the value of what we do with our folks. Our post is our cadet program. We're at 21. Right? We don't have a problem recruiting on the cadet post, you know? So it's great being able to show our young folks who we are, what we do, and help build that foundation of public service at a young age. It's rolling. Yeah. We do take people from outside our town because there's not many posts that exist or cadet programs that exist, but we always give a preference to, our village and town residents. You're in the village and town. We have they do kind of a small little background. Like there's an expectation of conduct, right? There's an expectation of grades. If your grades aren't where they need to be, we're going to help you and figure out what you need to do to get them up. Otherwise, you're not getting in the car. You're not participating in the program. I remember when I was a captain in administration, and we had a member of our Explorer post at the time. He was at the phone call that he was not going to graduate. We literally put a desk outside my office and required him to come in after school every day for 2 hours. And try to do that now, probably in trouble. But he sat there for 2 hours. We went over his homework with him. Our members would stay late. He got through, he graduated. He's a detective down in North Carolina. So, it's a great program, special place. You can really have it. We're excited.
So that's Sunday?
Yes, that's Sunday. Right now, we do have some openings. Like I said, we have one member. One member that we're looking at right now that has a conditional offer that's a transfer candidate, so no academy necessary. We tried to make an academy recently, but the list was so small, the number of candidates was so small, and by the time we were done, there was nobody left. So we're not going to lower our standards and requirements. So we're back to the drawing board. Outside of that, does anyone have any questions for me?
That I've been trying to think about that. No, I just
well, first of all, I appreciate all of you taking on this responsibility. Maintaining contact with, the municipalities that we serve. I tell people all the time, we're the town of Manlius Police Department. We serve 4 municipalities. It does not matter if we're taking a call on Brooklyn, Elford Lane, or up on 92 on the board. It does not matter where we are. I mean, we conduct business the same way, in the same manner, with the same culture every single day. I think what's best for us is being representing, having the information. When you hear things, and I appreciate it because I do get calls from the members on the committee when they say, listen, I'm getting this intel, or I got this a neighbor that came to me and was concerned, letting folks know that you're a conduit. Sometimes they won't reach out to me. You'd be surprised. I get a lot of phone calls. I get a lot of email. There's a lot of folks that have no problem, sending me an email. I have a concern about traffic, or I've been seeing some suspicious activity. They'll send it directly to me. Sometimes they send it to the tips line, and if we have a tips process, so they, it's not something to be traceable. But being there and being that conduit of information is important to me, because I don't know what's broken. I can't fix it, right? So if you find out things, I'm able to go back, I'm able to look, and I'm able to determine, is this like something in which that we need to change, we need to deal with? Is this situation a communications issue? I will tell you, the vast majority of the time, it's a communications issue. It's an education issue. We have to get better at putting the information out, or we have to understand where people are seeing us. We have to meet them where they are at. That's incumbent on us to do that. So I think that's very important. So that constant, that back and forth is something that I think is a value.
I'm reporting out to the board every time, and it's minutes, sharing social media. In our newsletters, we have great newsletters now, but that goes along, so not everyone to Facebook has access to that. So, there's so many great community programs. There's three newsletters here, so they have key suggested.
Well, just recently, you got us involved with the house check piece, in the conversation and getting that information out. I think that's great, because you're right. Sometimes we take for granted that, folks, I don't have a Facebook account, right? People will call me and say, "Did you see what's on Facebook?" And I'm like, calling my wife saying, "Can you flip that out?" So.
Always a suggestion, but I do think that helps their vision, their goal.
Well, I can tell you that I also always call your mayors. I always have. These are people that I've had relationships with, my whole professional career. I don't have, I give them a call. I see what's going on, what they need, what I can do better. And 99 times out of 100, I get, "We're doing great, thank you." And that means that you're doing what you need to do, I'm doing what I need to do, and it's all kind of working out well. I'll get a stray traffic complaint thing here or there that someone will go straight to the administration with, and we'll work with that to work that out, which I like. I don't want to wait. If folks have complaints, I want to do an analysis, I want to get involved, and I want to execute as fast as we can, kind of deal with that issue. But otherwise, I think that says a lot when I do connect with our mayors from our villages, and they're feeling pretty good. The vast majority of the times in which they're not, is, I will tell you, it's traffic related issues, and it's traffic related because our residents are very clear that is right at the top of their concerns.
Okay, so I get other business on the agenda, but for me, I consider that to be also
Well, sirs, just a quick thank you to your officers for field days weekend, especially on busy Friday night was. They did a phenomenal job. Proud of you.
Yeah, thank you. I forgot, I didn't put that in there. That was a great event. That was a large event.
Yeah, I think that was the largest Friday night.
That's great. That's great for the fun.
Yeah, it was very good fun.
Yeah. We enjoy it. I know our members enjoy being there. I know I enjoy going every year. So it's great.
Covered it.
Thank you.